I just gave him a treat, and now he's like, where's the rest? There was just the one, bud. Sometimes there's just one treat. You don't keep getting treats. It's just the one. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. Just as a quick warning, I want you to know that today's vlog will be just a little bit heavy. It does involve talking a little bit about pet death, and I know that can be hard for some folks. Although there is, I feel, a somewhat positive outlook on some of the discussions. So take that for what you will. Last night, I got in bed pretty late because I had some stuff that just really needed to be done. It was time sensitive, and I'd worked on it for quite a while, and I didn't get much sleep. But I pulled myself out of bed this morning to do breakfast stream, and Mal and I did the stream, and as the stream went on, I started to wake up a little bit more. But as we got closer to the end of the stream, something unusual happened. And in order to explain that, I have to provide just a little context. Our alert system is custom made. Chaz developed our alert system. It's all made by hand. We don't use anything from any website. If you see an alert on screen, Chaz programmed it all. And it's set up in such a way for the alerts to first go to Chaz, who manually approves them, and then they get sent to us and sent on screen. But he did build in a button that puts them into auto. So if he needs to, the alerts can go straight to us and straight to the stream without being, manually approved. As we got closer to the end of the stream, the alerts went to auto, which, already is unusual. That's very weird. But then we went through the end of the stream and they stayed on auto. They never went back to being manually approved. And I was like, that's weird. That's very weird. So after the stream, Mal reached out to Chaz and said, hey, is everything all right? And Chaz said, well, Koth, one of their 3 cats, had some very labored breathing, and they decided to take him into the emergency vet. And obviously this is something that's very, familiar to me, because it was a month ago, to the day, actually. It was a month ago to the day that Kepler was experiencing heavy breathing, and I made the decision to take him to the emergency vet. Unfortunately, unlike Kepler, Koth didn't get to come home. And Chaz and Jeff had to say goodbye to Koth today. And that's very hard. That sucks a lot. Koth was 14 years old, and Chaz had Koth for most of Koth's life. He was a very, very sweet cat. Chaz and Jeff adored him, and Mal and I loved him too. There's been many times I've seen Koth over the years when we visited in Indiana, and then also I've seen him a lot more since we've lived here. There's been a few times where Chaz and Jeff have been out of town and we've taken care of the cats. And in some ways, it kind of feels like we've lost a member of the Raleigh Collective. The importance that I put on pets and animals is very, very high, and they're part of the group too. And it would be very easy to just tell this story, and it would be a sad thing, but I wanted to try and look at a positive element of it, and that is the element of extra time. Because Koth had been told at the beginning of 2023, or I guess rather Chaz had been told that Koth had cancer. He had a mass in his lung, and he had been given 6 weeks to live. And obviously that's heavy. That's extremely heavy. It very deeply affected Chaz and Jeff. They had told us it very deeply affected us, because not only did we love Koth, but I knew what that feeling of loss was like. It was so hard to say goodbye to Sagan, and we didn't even have time to really prepare or process or anything. And in some ways, it almost feels harder to prepare and process. And there's a vlog from last year called Empathy Cry, and that was about Koth, because I was really sad, because I know how much Chaz and Jeff love Koth, and hearing that he had 6 weeks was just difficult. But 6 weeks came, and Koth was still here. And then 8 weeks, and 10, and 12, and before they knew it, it had been a few months, and there was a lot of confusion, but he was still around. And they didn't really know what to expect, if it really would be like, oh, it's going to be any time now. But eventually they just accepted the fact that, hey, Koth is here. We don't know how long he's going to be around for. It's certainly blown away our expectations, but we're just going to love him and give him all the attention that we can while he's here. So it's very sad that Koth is gone. And there's no doubt Koth had a wonderful life. Chaz and Jeff gave him everything he could possibly want and more. But I am grateful for the fact that Koth got so much extra time, because he was given a month and a half to live, and he lived a year and a half. And that is so nice. And the reason I say it's so nice is because I'm now starting to experience that. I relate to that in a very big way. Because a month ago, when I took Kepler in, I thought I was going to lose him. I thought I was going to lose him on the way to the emergency vet. I thought I was going to lose him while I sat in that room and had the vet tell me that he could be gone any second. I thought I was going to lose him before Mal would get home. And it's been a month and he's still around. So I too am experiencing that extra time. And I'm grateful. Not everybody gets extra time, and I hate that. But I've managed to have a month, and I don't know how much time I'll get. It would be amazing and awesome if Kepler managed to also live a year and a half. I would love that. But I know that I've already had a month of extra time, and I'm appreciative of that. And I know that Chaz and Jeff are extremely appreciative of the year and a half extra time that they had. It's always going to be difficult to say goodbye to a pet, no matter what. And it was difficult for them to say goodbye today. But it was nice that he got to be enjoyed and loved and given more happy days than anyone ever expected. And I love that. Still a sad vlog. I mean, there's a slight positive outlook on it, I guess, but we did still lose a family member today. Chaz and Jeff had to say goodbye to Koth, and that's going to be hard no matter how you slice it. But at least he was able to be around, and even made the trip from Indiana to North Carolina, and I'm grateful for that. All right, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I relate to this in a big way now, that I feel like I'm also living with extra time with Kepler, and I'm going to continue to love him and do everything we can, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more extra time too. Isn't that right, buddy? He says, yeah. Let's meet back tomorrow.